The video actually, I think, hurt them because as we're watching it, I was noticing a couple of things that I didn't necessarily catch early on. So the first witness for the prosecution was the officer that conducted the stop. And, they pretty much just walked him through the whole stop, So you're on patrol. What do you observe? You make this stop because of this taillight. What do you observe when you walk up to the vehicle? And then they start to get into the standardized field sobriety tests. And so in this case, they did the horizontal gaze nystagmus, which they say he fails. They had him do the walk and turn, which they say he fails. The walk and turn turned very comical on my cross, though, because the body cam footage that they put in and they showed was just of these standardized field sobriety tests. So they were trying to show to the jury through these SFSTs that the defendant was impaired and he's guilty. The video actually, I think, hurt them because as we're watching it, I was noticing a couple of things that I didn't necessarily catch early on. So particularly during the walk and turn, my client keeps turning to the corporal, who is the supervisor who happened to show up on scene, and he's asking the corporal questions. And then at one point, the corporal tells him, just keep going. So that was one of the things that I really got to hit this officer on with cross. Is it normal for you to have more than one officer administering these field sobriety tests? And was my client supposed to be listening to your instructions, or was he supposed to be listening to this other officer's instructions? Well, he admitted that it's not typical for them to have more than one officer administering it, but he clearly gave him the instructions, and those were what he should have followed. One of the notes is they wanted to review the video footage. And I think because of my cross, they really wanted to see how much this secondary officer was involved in the administration of the field sobriety tests. And I think that really undermined the state's case against my client.